All of you want a great company, one that enjoys enduring brand strength and a stellar reputation, or halts sales recruiting because turnover is unusually low, or develops salespeople and serves customers with excellence, creates high profits, tremendous sales, and remarkable financial strength. Of course you do, but few companies find themselves with a sales culture this powerful. Thanks for being here today as we explore how to reach outstanding sales levels with a culture people love. And this has a ton to do with the values and beliefs and the personality and behaviors of a company's leaders. After 5 years of research, Jim Collins and his team of 20 people discovered the following about the leadership of companies that went from good to great and stayed great. Outstanding leaders say yes to profit and results. They also say yes to great relationships at work and with those they serve. That's because they know that excellent companies by definition get powerful business results when their people serve the needs of all their stakeholders. The best companies make sure they achieve sales and earnings targets while developing advocates of those working inside and outside their organizations. They pay close attention to who they hire and how they empower them to get better and deliver on important values and standards. This takes a particular kind of leader, one that is driven for results and profits with a humble and grateful belief that a multitude of others power the way to greatness. An article from the Harvard Business Review in 2014 was entitled, "The Best Leaders Are Humble Leaders." They value performance and believe that empowered people and companies can get better in incremental ways. The article cited a recent Catalyst study showing humility as one of the 4 critical leadership factors. In a survey of more than 1,500 workers from Australia, China, Germany, India, Mexico, and the US, we found that when employees observed altruistic or selfless behavior in their managers, a style characterized by acts of humility such as learning from criticism and admitting mistakes, empowering followers to learn and develop, or acts of courage such as taking personal risks for the greater good, and holding employees responsible for results, they were more likely to report feeling included in their work teams. This was true for both women and men. Usually I find myself pumped and ready to help people increase their sales or leadership performance with my teaching and consulting, but I once walked into a training room and felt the spirit drain from my body. The walls around me were nicely decorated in ornate hangings, and the tables and chairs were just where they were supposed to be according to my instructions, but something felt wrong. After years of training and looking into the eyes of participants, I could tell that those present were not interested in what I had to say. They did not want to spend the day learning to get better at consultative sales skills and improve customer satisfaction. My philosophy and theirs and that of their leaders were different. The cultural values of their market and its views and practices were depressing, and I just wanted to leave. After many engagements, I discovered that I did not want to sign contracts with companies or do business with market areas that did not value people and their development. I could not win for them. As a result, being contracted there did not work out for me, and it certainly did not provide my employers with a return on their investment. Leaders, whether they recognize it or not, shape cultures according to what they think is most important. As a result, people experience a variety of values, beliefs, and attitudes in the workplace. Some of these are good and some of these are bad or without balance and perspective. For example, some businesses focus on people and believe in service excellence. They develop high levels of customer satisfaction and repeat business without a focus on gross margins. Sales ambition decreases to pacifist levels and threaten the company's ability to pay its owners and workers. Other companies fixate on immediate sales and revenue flow. Their sales leaders make sure salespeople present with strength and confidence and close sales at a high rate and with certain metrics. As near-term results become a dominant desire, independent of other important values like customer service, those in authority pressure the salespeople, who in turn pressure or stimulate the customer into buying. People in these pressure-packed boiler rooms place less emphasis on honesty and a pleasant buying experience, and this produces short-term results but threatens long-term stability. Customers become numbers, and even the employees are treated as transitory assets. They are forgotten in the addictive fix for quick cash and profit. So what's the longer view, and how does it make your sales culture powerful. Businesses with a singular focus on targeted results, profit, at the expense of customer satisfaction, do not create long-term strength in the marketplace. Just read Jim Collins' book, Good to Great. On the other hand, a company or one of its independently led market areas can be so focused on customer relationships that it lacks a fiscal accountability towards specific sales targets and a financial ROI. Even worse, a company or one of its market areas can drift into survival and profit losses when its leaders are absent altogether regarding its direction. They take a passive position toward business development or jump from idea to idea without a clear focus on service delivery or profitability. These types of organizations exist without purpose other than what desperate factions of employee groups or departments decide for themselves. These organizations choose the short-term thinking and near-term rewards that bring its leaders and employees immediate satisfaction and income at the expense of customers in the future. This can lead to anarchy and factions of employees following whatever values and attitudes feel good to them. This is the best question. Can a business work to build strong employee relationships and profits, corporate ambition, and customer service? The answer for great companies and organizations is yes and yes. The longer view builds amazing cultures. It gives people purpose and meaning in the workplace because what they do has importance inside and outside the organization. It benefits all stakeholders, vendors, customers, employees, and salespeople. It also creates a positive effect that ripples into the homes and families. Recently, a young salesman, while experiencing his leaders change to a more expressive belief of confidence and empowerment in his higher performance, remarked, "My wife told me she's seen a change for better in my positivity at home." Greater emotional intelligence from leaders at work cascade into the lives of their people. In the words that follow, I want you to see your values and beliefs and the impact of their attitudes and actions on today. I want you to understand how the purposeful thread you weave for your sales team or business creates an ecosystem in which others thrive and grow while doing their best work for others. This means I want you to lead with a longer view. This will make you more powerful as a culture shaper. You will get extraordinary results. You will build traditions and leave an outstanding legacy for those who follow you. The longer view and its practices will make the people of your company more powerful, and in turn, your leadership with its results-driven humility will power the way to a better future for everyone. Your posturing within a longer view will reduce personal anxiety and a frantic life as you build a business culture of profit and relationships, ambition, and service. You will build enduring meaning and lasting business building behaviors that create an outstanding reputation in work and the marketplace. But this is not an easy road. It is a longer view and a better view, and it is more difficult to build and maintain. In the next video, I will introduce you to 4 types of culture leaders: profiteers, drifters, pacifists, and culturists. You will learn how these cultures are shaped or allowed to form by their leaders. You will recognize the impact they have and how to move to the one that has the greatest long-term value to people. Until then, go out and recruit and coach the very best salespeople and make the culture about earning high incomes, making outstanding profits in a way that people love. You can do this. You can transform yourself and create an environment in which people do their best work and do it better every day. See you next week.